Hi everyone, I hope you all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video we are going to learn about 11th Standard Accountancy Chapter 7 Subsidiary Books 2 Cash Book Illustration Sum 1. Enter the following transactions in a simple cash book of Kunal. Before we are going to enter the given transaction into single column cash book, we are going to prepare the title of the single column cash book and the format of the single column cash book. The title of the single column cash book is in the books of Kunal single column cash book. Okay, the format of the single column cash book contains divided into two parts like ledger accounts. So debit side, left hand side we call it as debit side, which means debtor, and right hand side we call it as a credit side, which means creditor. Okay, so debit side contains 4 columns and credit side also contains 4 columns. Debit side has a date, receipt, LF amount rupees, and also credit side contains date, payments, LF amount. Okay, you have to write a debtor on debit side top corner and a creditor on the credit side top corner. So cash receipt are recorded on the debit side and the cash payments you have to record it into the credit side. Receipt column shows the name of the person or parties from whom cash has been received, income received, sale of assets and other receipts is to be entered on the debit side. And the payment column shows the name of the person or parties to whom payment has been made, expenses paid, asset purchased, cash purchases is to be entered into the payment column. Let's read the transaction. First transaction, that is 2017 January 1, cash in hand rupees 11,200. So cash in hand is the opening balance of the cash book. Okay, so you have opening balance has been recorded into the debit side and closing balance of the cash book is always recorded into the credit side. So this is the cash in hand 11,200 is the opening balance of the cash account. So you are going to record into the debit side. So in date column you have to write 2017 January 1 2 balance brought down 11,200 rupees. So 2 balance brought down means this is the opening balance of the cash book. Okay, the next transaction is January 5 received from Ramesh rupees 300. Received means you are going to enter into the receipt column, which means debit side. Okay, so January 5 to Ramesh account. 2 means you always start on debit side, you always started with the word 2. So to Ramesh account 300 rupees. Then January 7 paid rent rupees 30. Paid rent means payment. Okay, whenever you paid rent your cash account decreases. Whenever cash account decreases that cash account should be credited. Okay, so on credit side 2017 January 7 always started with buy, with the word buy on the credit side. So buy rent account 30 rupees in payment column because paid rent means payment. January 8 sold goods for cash rupees 300. Sold goods means you whenever you sales goods you received income. Okay, so sold goods means receipt income. So you go to debit side January 8 to sales account 300 because this is the income side receipt. Okay, your cash account increased. Whenever your cash account increases you have to debit the cash account. Okay, so on January 8 to sales account 300 rupees. Then on 10th January paid Mohan 700 rupees. Paid Mohan means payment. Whenever you paid cash, paid Mohan means paid cash to Mohan. Whenever you paid cash your cash account decreases. Whenever cash account decreases you have to credit the cash account. On credit side you have the payment account. Okay, payment side. So on January 10 by Mohan account 700 rupees because paid to Mohan, that means payment. Then 27 January 27 purchased furniture for cash. Purchased furniture means purchased asset. Okay, asset purchased goods they give. If they given purchased goods, you have to write purchases account, but here clearly they given the purchased furniture asset name is given here, so you have to write furniture account. So whenever you purchase, your expenses increases, right? So whenever your expenses increases, all the expenses will be credited. Credit side as the payment side. Okay, so 27 January 27 by furniture account, the name of the asset is given here. You have to write the name of the asset. The name of the asset is furniture. 27 January 27 by furniture account 200 rupees. Then January 31 paid salaries. Paid salaries means payment. Okay, so whenever you paid in the means of cash to like salaries, your cash account decreases. Whenever cash account decreases, cash account will be credited. So credit side has the payment side. So paid salary means payment. Okay, so January 31 by salaries account 100 rupees. So all the given transaction we are going to enter into the single column cash book. Then we are going to find which side has the higher value. Always debit side has the higher. In cash account, debit side has the higher value. Okay, this is the rule for the cash account. Okay, so how much rupees debit side as 11,800. So you have to enter that 11,800 on the as a total on the both debit and credit side. Okay, so we entered. Then how much amount differences you have to find. So credit side as the lesser value. Then you have to subtract 11,800 from the lesser value. Okay, so you have find the differences value. How much you find? 10,770. This is the differences. Okay, you have to enter the differences into the credit side, payment side. Okay, so against this you have to write the last accounting period, that means January 31 by balance carried on. This is the closing balance of the single column cash book. Closing balance always entered into the credit side. Opening balance is always entered into the debit side, and closing balance is always entered into the credit side. This is the rule for the single column cash book. Okay, so then the difference of amount we have to brought it down to the opposite side below the total. Enter into the below the total. Against this you have to write to balance brought down. The next accounting period February 1 to balance brought down means this is the opening balance of the single column cash book. Okay, so we prepared the single column cash book. Illustration 1 completed. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.